Well, this is awkward. I guess we're back to this thing. This monstrosity. We already did a Let's Play of this kind of, only it stopped after like the first few episodes, and I always wanted to get back to it. But I actually gave my copy... don't do that. No intro right now. We already went through that. Unfortunately, I gave my copy to Christy because I love the game so much and I wanted her to actually play through it. She's actually doing a Let's Play on her channel. But I always wanted to come back to it and do it a little bit more reduced because the layout that we made previously was such a hassle to deal with due to how everything worked. It took hours to compile. It took hours to make one episode and then render it out. It would also take several hours. So... yeah, this time it'll be a bit more reduced. We'll still have things like voting and stuff, but I actually have a very serious thing that we're going to discuss at the end of this episode, which will be right about now. So let's get started. I already went into the prologue. There are a few audio issues with the emulator on a few things, and it kind of bugs me a little bit, but we'll take them as it goes. So let's head on in, shall we? Oh god, a huge explosion. Anyways, I'm back. Hello. So, this is... you may have noticed a few audio issues and hitches there. That is something that maybe I can fix, hopefully, as time goes on. Or we have another choice. I have a few choices, actually, that will come and go, but... and we'll discuss that in a bit. But anyways, a loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow! And with a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw his hand out to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. His balance lost, and still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei fumbled down to the cold gray floor. Oh, god damn it! Or, well, ouch, god damn it. God, what the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up? What? Oh, God. The fall had shaken the last cobweb of sleeps from his mind, and he finally understood where he had fallen from. It was a bed. A 3-level bunk bed, in fact. Junpei had fallen, apparently, from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt, his entire body hurt. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead where he slammed it against the low ceiling. He wondered if the bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely. At first he thought the tremor that ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening, but as he looked around he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking. Was it an earthquake, he wondered. It didn't seem likely. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was. If not an earthquake, he tried to tell himself it was important. Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally looked around at his first... oh god, he finally got his first good glance at the room. Or good look at the room. And muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in his face, in the face of confusion of his circumstance, Junpei looked around the room once again. Minutes passed while Junpei struggled to get his bearings. Then all of a sudden, just as they had begun, as suddenly as they had begun, the tremors ceased. A cold silence fell over the room. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking. He felt his stomach tighten. There were thousands of things the sound could have been, but none of the things he could think of were good. In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked like an antique, more antique than functional. The 3-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set on the wall between the beds were a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was a number roughly emblazoned upon it. Or across it, I guess. On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written 5. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door slowly. Standing at last in front of the door, Junpei grabbed a hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. It didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out the odd-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. Hey! Hello? Is anyone there? Open the door. Nope, not gonna happen. There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door and stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. On his left wrist, thank you train, by the way, if there's a train going by. On his left wrist, I don't think you guys can hear that, but it was quite a ways away, but it's still going. On his left wrist was a bracelet of a sort he'd never seen before. In the center was a large LCD display. It looked like nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. After all, it showed only a single number. 5. That's the same as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was it was strange and new, and he wanted it off. Junpei flipped his hand over the hand, as if to remove a watch, but the other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. He sighed and flipped the thing over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps he pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch that might be dials for adjusting time or date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However, damn. Ugh, it's no good. Damn thing won't come off. A steel ring ran from the face around Junpei's wrist and back to the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off any time in the near future. What the hell's the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to draw fully on Junpei. So much was happening and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? Why? What the hell's happened to me? And that was the moment he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in riveted brass, like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait, am I in a ship? Junpei walked towards the window. He could see nothing beyond it but a thick, impenetrable darkness. Junpei squinted, trying to see something. Anything. It was at that moment. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What the hell is going on here? A crack split the glass of the window. For a moment, Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst, and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? God damn it! Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. Hey! Anyone! Is anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something. There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. It was now ankle deep on the floor, and rising quickly towards his knees. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly. Junpei ran hand across his forehead, brushing a sweat out of his eyes and looking around the room. Man, I can't believe they didn't use that jingle in Zero Time Dilemma. Operations during escape. During an escape, you can move different parts of the room by touching the bottom screen. Since many areas require exact selection, we recommend you use the stylus. I will be using my mouse. Searching during an escape. During an escape, you can touch the background and search anywhere in the room. Areas can be investigated with highlighted yellow. Will be highlighted yellow the moment you touch them. Depending on the nature of the location you touch, you might find an item or a hint. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. How to move. Touch the triangle icons at the bottom of the screen. Doing so will change the view angle of the room and move you to different locations. You can do the same by pressing all D-pads. Yep, bird's eye view. Yeah, you get the bird's eye view on the top of the screen if I recall correctly. Where is that on bottom? I forget. Anyways. Saving during escape, you can press start, allow you to save. Pretty basic stuff, guys. Okay, so purpose of the escape. Purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. Wow, what a surprise. How you do that depends on the room. You'll need to search all throughout the room to discover what you need to do to get out. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Alright, so basically we just look around. About items. During an escape, investigating certain parts of the room will allow you to obtain items. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Touching L items, top left will take you to the item screen. While on the item screen, you will be able to investigate and hold and combine items that you found. You know, basically, if you watched any of Zero Time Dilemma, you get the basic idea. Anyways, and then touch R. Okay, yes, I get it. Let's see, and like, you can search old picture frame. There's a picture of a ship in it. There's screws keeping the back on. Well, we'll need to find a screwdriver then. Anyways, investigating an item. Touching an item while on the touchscreen. Yeah, we get it. Touching L will back. Yes, I get it. Thank you. We don't need the tutorial for everything, guys. Yes, I know. We're holding an item. Thank you. Investigating suspicious areas with different items to see if anything happens. Pressing up on the control pad will select another item for you to hold. I wonder if that's actually... Okay, it is in fact mapped to the D-pad. What does that mean, I wonder? This note's got red triangle, hollow red triangle in red, and blue triangle, and hollow blue triangle in blue. Well, what a surprise. Anyways, there's nothing at the top. Okay, anything in the sink? Seems like there's anything hidden in the sink. It's only draining. It's the only drain in the room. Okay. Anything in the... This is the door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure wish the door get out of here was that easy to open. Well, that solves the mystery of whether or not the stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. Well, I think you guys know what we have to do now. Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough, and here's the picture. But what matters is this. Remember, it goes red triangle, blue triangle, so kind of get the idea. I believe that is 7, 7, 4, 7, 4, 6. 746. Oh, god damn it. Come on. Really? I just did that. Come on. Guys, give me a little bit credit here. Thank you. I get it. I'm actually clicking my mouse so hard it's really ridiculous. Jesus, come on. Nothing will happen. Thank you. I actually need to go look at my items real quick. So it was like 7, 4, and then I think 6, 6, 3, 7, 4, 6, 3, I believe. No dice, it's locked tight. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. The number on the dial is 0101. I guess I need to put the key in for the heat. Okay. Are there any numbers on the dial? The number on the dial is okay. Guess I need to put the key in the keyhole before. Yeah, that's right. God damn it, it's been a while. Alright, let's just pull back from that. And let's pull back from that view as well. Anything on the bunk beds? Keep looking till the cows come home. All I gotta find is it. Damn it! Is there anything else I can use? There's a pipe at the other end of the bed. There's nothing up on top. There's a blue briefcase on top of the bed. Yeah, we know that one, but we can't really do much about that. Oh, there's a red key. Small red key. Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his pocket. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself. What's up with my face? His confusion was well justified. Face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look as though he was nearly dead. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? Even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to apartment 201. Inside was his apartment, a small, one-bedroom affair that ran him about $630 a month. He moved into it, and he had entered college so far. He'd been there for 3 years and 7 months. He stepped inside and turned on the lights. The fluorescent lights on the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life as if waking from a deep slumber. The cold light illuminated landscape he'd come home to so many times before. Everything was as he'd left it. The magazines piled up on the counter, the textbooks collecting dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirts he'd worn the day before, then tossed onto the floor. There was one thing that didn't belong, however. There was a breeze. Breaths of cold night air wafted into the apartment, or his apartment, whatever you want to go with, carrying the smells of autumn with them. The white curtain framing his window swayed gently in the wind. Huh, that's weird. Did I leave that open? Junpei walked towards the window, trying to remember if he'd closed it or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. He stuck his head out and looked around. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Junpei shrugged. He must have just left it open earlier. He closed the window. Then it happened. Junpei turned around and found himself face to mask with a man dressed in all black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Junpei tried to scream, but all he could manage was a strangled croak. He tried to step toward the man, but his legs could no longer support his weight. Junpei collapsed on the floor, a crumpled heap of limbs, like a discarded puppet. Too late, he noticed the white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. A small object, shaped distressingly like a grenade, sat on the floor in front of his face, hissing. The white smoke poured out of it at an incredible rate. The smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into a white haze. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well. A white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision. Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen. A rasping voice wormed its way out of the gas mask. It was cold and harsh, and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put his finger on. You are going to participate in a game. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. That was the last thing Junpei remembered. The white smoke overpowered him. The masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fade away into the white mist. That's right! The guy with the gas mask! That son of a bitch must have taken me here. As to who the man was or might have been, Junpei had no idea. Indeed, he wasn't even sure that his assailant had been a man. The voice had been cold and mechanical, lightly passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak. Who was the man in the mask? You have been chosen, Junpei remembered that much, but what it might mean, that was beyond him. Junpei had no idea where he was, or why he was here, or why he was there. Oh god, sorry. Split off for a second. There was only one thing from his memory that seemed important. You are going to participate in a game. The Nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. The Nonary game, huh? What the hell is a Nonary game? God damn it! With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror. And that's the end of that chapter, I guess, friends. Now, let's just pull back from the mirror so we don't have to worry too much about that. Well, I can reach this bunk. Might as well look through it. Huh? Damn. Nothing. Nothing here. Oh. Can't bring myself to call this a bed. It feels like a board with a sheet on it. It's pretty flat. Hey, look, another one. Interesting. What do you guys think that means? Can I combine those two? Aww. It's been a while since I've played. I'm just messing around at this point. Anything up there? All I can see from down here is the underside of the top bunk. It's pretty high up there. Ow. Water just keeps pouring through the window. Looks like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is going to stop the water. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious what you need to do. So, there's 4 numbers, and you have a key. But, there's different items based on what you're using. And you kind of need to put them together. So, this one is... It's been a while since I just kind of jumped into this. 7 and 4. And this one is... Wait, this one is squares? Oh, yeah, that's right. 7, 4, 8, 5. 7, 4, 8, 5. Let's see if I can remember that. Looks like the key is the right size, but I can't get it into the keyhole. Guess that means I need to find a different key about this size. Oh, god damn it. It's been a while since I've done this. I forget a lot of crap. Ah, there's the blue key. Looks like there is a key? Yeah, there's a little blue key in the bottom of this lid. Odd. Bottom of this teapot, I mean. Oh, and out we go. Back over here. Alright, let's see what happens if I put the blue key into the keyhole. And nothing. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial. Minigames. During an escape, your investigation may trigger one of several minigames. All operations for the minigames are done by touching the bottom screen. Some minigames will require you to manipulate something, while others will only require you to apply the right object or touch the right thing. Operation instructions. Touching the dial will cause it to move to the right to the next number. Enter 4 numbers this way and then touch the key. If the numbers are correct, it will unlock. Back. I need to, it's not opening. Do I have anything that might give me some kind of hint? Put the right numbers and turn the key, then it should open. Yes, we do, but I need to look at it. Alright, so it's the full one. It's 0, 0, 2, 0, 2, 6, 3. 0, 2, wait, is that? Yeah, 0, 2, 6, 3. Come on. Alright, let's give this another try. Yes, I know, you don't really need to tell me, okay? 0, 2, 6, 3. Come on. Alright, let's see if the numbers work. Turn out the key, and hey, looks like it's working. Yes! Alright, let's open it up. Yes! It's open. Looks like there's something in here. What is this? A file? File screen. If you find any documents or notes during an escape, the information will be available to you from the file screen. To open the file screen, touch the R screen, touch the R button, blah blah blah, or just touch the button at the top right. Yes, I get it. I know how to play this game. Thank you. Alright, let's see what's in this file. Digital root. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to another one. If you end up with something greater than a single digit, add the digits to one another. For instance, if you have a double-digit number, add the number to the tens place in the tens place to the one in the ones place. Keep adding the digits in this manner until you have a single-digit answer. The final single digit is your digital root. Example: the digital root of 789 would be 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Therefore, the digital root of 6, 7, and 8 is 3. The digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Therefore, the digital root of 1,234 is 1. I see. So I just keep adding numbers until I get a single digit number. Oh, looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, and a calculator. And a stack of key cards, huh? Interesting. Search. Looks like some sort of key cards. There's a number written on each card. 6, 7, 8. Does this mean something? New material has been added to the screen. Oh, cool. Calculator. Calculator screen can be used during an escape, during novel sequences. During an escape, you can access it by pressing Y. This will open the calculator screen to operate it's a calculator. You get the gist of it. When using the calculator, the numbers on the top are your calculations. The numbers on the bottom are your answer. The calculator can also calculate a digital root, which will be important to the progression of the story. Doesn't look like there's anything in the briefcase else in the briefcase. Alright, well, pull back. That's an odd stove. Can I actually use the... No, I just doesn't look like there's anything else. Okay, thank you. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. I forget. It's been a while since I've actually done this room, but I think we can actually check this. Ah, there's a red briefcase. I knew it was somewhere. It's just like the blue briefcase. Briefcase. Yep. There's one on this too. Okay, so... Boop-a-doop-a-doop. We need to remember that one. Good lord, I'm again with my terrible memory. 7, 3, 8, 5. Okay. 7, 3, 8, 5. I probably need the key for it. Yes, I got it. Thank you. All right, let's try this again. Well, all right, let's take it. Yep. Looks like I'm gonna have to put the right numbers in it. Okay, thank you. Yes. Just give it a shot, please. Oh my god, you don't need to tell me again. God, I remember why this game was kind of annoying at times, because it was like, oh yeah. I don't think this is right, but I could be wrong. Okay, that didn't work. I need to look at it again. I wonder if there's something I might have. Hint. Yes, you do have something that's a hint. No, I don't want to. No. Items. I think I messed up. 7, 4. Damn it. That's right. It's 4. 7, 4, 8, 5. All right, let's give it another shot. Yes. 7, 4, 8, 5. Not 7, 3. All right. Thank you. That did it. I heard it click. Yes! I unlocked it. It's opening. Stack of red keys. These cards with numbers on them. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to use them. Alright, let's slide this card and see if it works. And... Huh? It's not working? Why? Damn it! No, that's right. I still have the cards I haven't used. You actually want to try that one as well? Okay, I'll go right ahead. Damn it, not again. There aren't any more cards in here. I'm the only one. I've only got one other hint. Of course, the files. The file says something about a digital root. So we have to get to 14, in a sense, I guess. It's a root, huh? What am I supposed to do with... There's a 5 on the door. Do I have to get a digital root of 5? Operations. Touch 3 cards and select them. The digital root of the selected cards will be displayed on the top screen. Touching the reset will deselect the currently selected cards. After you select 3 cards, touch the device. Okay. Oh, Jesus, I forget all about this. I don't know if we can actually... I mean, if I get up to this... I forget all about this, honestly. Okay, 9. 1 plus 6 is 7, then... Oh. There we go. Alright, I think this is gonna work. Here we go. Huh? Did it just unlock? Well, light was red, now it's blue. No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me in here now. Time to go. The only door in and out of this room is right next to the weird device. Yes, thank you. Yeah, those sound issues with those. Alrighty, we figured that one out, guys. Accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. Gasping to catch his breath, he looked around. He was in a narrow hallway. The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed into the foot of the short flight of stairs. Just 5 steps, in fact. And at the top of the short staircase, was a door. A door! Another door! Junpei leapt to the stairs, straight for the door. Leapt the stairs, straight for the door. Okay. The door burst open, and Junpei exploded out, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible reason could there be for what he had... what had been there for what he saw? What the hell? His voice trailed off, and all he could do was stare. And we're going to end it off here, guys, actually. But we do have a pretty big choice. And much like the other portions, or the other series that we've done, we're always going to be doing a straw poll every so often with other episodes for you guys to pick and choose where you want to go in this journey. But this one's really big because since we're redoing the entire series, I'm going to offer you an option, and that is, right now we're kind of stuck with this emulator, and we're going to have some sound issues I'm not entirely happy about because, well, I mean, we're kind of stuck with this. But there was promise of a Steam release coming soon, and I don't know exactly when it's going to come. However, it is going to include voice acting. I don't know if it's going to be in English, though. They only displayed Japanese voice acting. I'm hoping it'll be in English, but, well, the options for this choice are, if you want to see it now, if you want to see the game now and have choices going on right now, this very second, it's open. You guys can do that. We can do that. Or we can wait for the Steam release. This is just kind of like this prologue episode that I can easily redo in this game because we're already redoing it anyways. And we can wait for the Steam release. Or I can just buy the damn game again off Amazon when I get the chance. It's only like $20. But it's up to you guys. I'm leaving the option for you. It's now in the straw poll down at the bottom. Feel free to tell me. As for now, I need to get going because, well, this was fun. So I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. And, bye. But before we go, Big thank you to our patrons who are all listed here. Without you guys, this all wouldn't have been possible, so thank you very much.